A few days ago, a retired police colleague sent me an article involving automated license plate reader technology and allegations that investigators became so confident in the technology that they ignored evidence pointing in another direction. The particulars of that case will ultimately belong to the courts, but the article highlights something much larger. Police organizations are rapidly adopting technologies that can fundamentally affect constitutional rights, while the organizational systems responsible for preparing, governing, and integrating those technologies are often far less visible and sometimes far less developed. That's not simply a technology issue. It's a leadership issue. It's an institutional issue. And increasingly, it is becoming a constitutional responsibility issue. At Police Praxis, I have long maintained that every new capability entrusted to police officers creates new responsibilities. Every time. A new police tactic creates responsibilities. A new policy creates responsibilities. And technologies capable of tracking movement, aggregating information, and influencing police decision-making create responsibilities as well. Because technology doesn't use itself. People use it. People interpret it. People rely upon it. And organizations bear responsibility for the systems they build around it. You see, today policing increasingly relies on technology. License plate readers, real-time crime centers, live camera feeds, facial recognitions, artificial intelligence, video analytics. The technology is moving so quickly. The question is whether organizational preparation is moving just as quickly. Because constitutional responsibility does not become smaller as technology becomes more sophisticated. It becomes larger. That bears repeating. Constitutional responsibility does not become smaller as technology becomes more sophisticated. It becomes larger. The more capable the technology, the greater the responsibility to ensure that its use is thoughtful, disciplined, it's consistent with the principles the police organization claims to uphold. That is where this conversation becomes vital, because a camera can generate information. A database can produce a lead. An algorithm can suggest a connection. AI systems can summarize enormous amounts of information in seconds. But none of those technologies eliminate the need for professional judgment. And none of them eliminate organizational responsibility. Technology can create something very persuasive. The appearance of certainty. A map on a screen can feel definitive. A data point can feel conclusive. An analytical result can feel beyond question. But constitutional policing has always demanded something more. Judgment, humility, verification, the discipline to ask one more question, the willingness to recognize that powerful technologies still depend upon human beings to use them responsibly. That's why I believe the conversation about police technology extends far beyond the technology itself. It is ultimately a conversation about organizational preparation, about whether institutions are developing with the same sense of urgency as the technologies they are deploying. Because difficult questions inevitably follow powerful technologies. Questions from communities, from attorneys, questions from the courts. And sometimes questions from within the profession itself. Those questions rarely stop with the technology. They often reach the organization that relied upon it. And when that happens, the issue may not be whether the technology failed. The issue may be whether the organization adequately prepared for the responsibilities that came with it. I don't think police technology is slowing down. I don't think that you do either. I think it's accelerating, which means the responsibility to prepare, govern, and thoughtfully integrate these tools into constitutional policing must accelerate right alongside it. Because the gap between technological capability and organizational preparedness is where risk begins to emerge. And in that gap, constitutional consequences can follow. Technology will continue to evolve. We know this. But our commitment to preparation, to the professional judgment, to the constitutional responsibility has to evolve with it. Because when police technology advances, constitutional responsibility advances with it. I'm Tom Loglisci. Thank you for listening to Police Praxis Audio Briefings.